I'm excited for Black Ops 7. Zero interest, extreme backpedaling, never taking feedback until the bottom dollar, until their wallets are hurting and pre-orders are down. Extreme competition from their main competitor, Battlefield, taking all your players and all their fat wallets that you so badly want. And yet the only player base for Call of Duty that seems to actually give a shit is the zombies community. And I've got a bad feeling for you guys that this year is gonna be about just as bad as last year, if not even worse. They think that they can just waltz in and start member-bearing campaigning their way back to the zombies community. It's like, oh, remember all of this stuff that we did back in the day? Remember Black Ops 2? Remember Black Ops 3? Remember Black Ops 4? Just over and over and over. They're just gonna keep pulling out all these little, nostalgia baits and trying to get you back in, because that's all this Call of Duty is this year, is a big nostalgia bait for Black Ops 2 and just an amalgamation of every single Black Ops that's come before, except for probably 6 and maybe Cold War. But there's gonna be a major issue because this year, and I really hope you like the Cold War version of zombies, because you're getting Cold War Zombies version 3.0, now featuring the Warzone map.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
What's going on, guys? Hope you're all having a good day. And oh my lord, the entire week has just been filled with like little teasers and little bits for the zombies gameplay for Black Ops 7. And honestly, I don't think anybody's excited for this. Even the zombies community is kind of sitting there rubbing their eyes at this, because it just doesn't make any sense at this point. They're sitting here trying to tell everyone that they're going to make this the best zombies experience ever. And honestly, if it's anything close to the Cold War level of zombies, or God forbid Black Ops 6 zombies, it's just going to be a complete mess. Like, everybody kind of wants them to go back to the original. We want decent round-based maps. We just went off the heels. I won't even say the heels, because it was like 7 years ago. God damn, we're getting old. But it's the fact that 7 years ago, we had Black Ops 4, and then right before that was Black Ops 3, just dropping some of the most banger zombies maps we had ever seen. It was on par with Black Ops 1 and 2, and it just kept going and kept feeling like it was getting better and better. But then we started moving into this new era of Call of Duty, and everything has fallen off a fucking cliff. Treyarch and Activision just can't not help themselves, but put every little aspect of their battle royale, the great Warzone, the great COVID savior of Warzone, coming in and just changing all the game modes from their game, from Call of Duty, into Warzone aspects. You have armor plates in zombies, of all things. Why do we have armor plates in zombies, guys? It just doesn't make any sense to me why people are at all excited for this new version of zombies, because it's just going to be a large open area. It's going to be a large, largest map, and it's going to look exactly like Warzone, but it's going to have transit POIs all over it. Black Ops 7 is supposed to launch with one round-based map on launch, and it's going to be inspired by transit. It's described as the largest map ever, filled with Easter eggs and secrets, which we'll see about that, because the Easter eggs from Black Ops 6 were just you bowling down a bowling alley. But there's going to be 6 different POIs, all of which are set in different time periods and have their own unique story, apparently, whatever that means. You got farm, you have power station, diner, reckoning spawn room, and then apparently there's 2 more areas that we don't know exactly what they are yet. So now we're going to have all these different POIs all over the map, and of course you need some way to get around them, so they're going to be putting in a wonder vehicle. It's not a wonder weapon, it's a wonder vehicle. This is just going to feel like you're driving around on the Warzone map. It's going to have the same driving physics, and it's going to be, kind of a wide shot where you're looking down on the vehicle, and you're probably just going to be running over zombies the entire time, which, to some people might sound fun, but it's just a complete disconnect from the thing that made zombies great and what people really enjoyed about it, right? And it's like, well, what do you mean, what made zombies great? It was just the real, tailor-made round-based zombies that people really enjoyed. That it was like almost a survival game. And each round got harder and harder. And when you add it into this giant map with roads that connect everything, and it's like the roads are dangerous. It's like if I don't see denizens running out of the fog and clawing my fucking eyeballs out, then I don't think it's gonna be dangerous at all. It's gonna be the most boring, bright-looking map we've ever seen. We want dark, gritty crap all over our zombies map, and I don't want to sit there and be like tailored to. It's like, oh well, you're in the dark ether. It's like, ooh, like it's so dumb, bro. Huge large map that they're talking about is apparently going to have roads that are extremely dangerous, and according to the information says that they don't play by round-based rules. It's like the one thing all people want. They want round-based zombies, and then you're saying that you're making this big-ass map that's not going to play by the round-based rules. I mean, apparently there's going to be the fog, so at no point you're not going to be able to see anything, first of all, and that's a lot of graphical upgrades Treyarch is trying to add in, apparently. Fog, it's like we had such a crazy fog in Black Ops 2. It's 2012 when that game came out, but I guess it makes sense now because now we're in the real life 2025 and we can't get fucking fog correct, man. And then, of course, there's going to be the survival mode. Apparently, with the survival mode coming back from Black Ops 2, it's going to be a lot of the smaller version of the maps, and I believe it's only going to be launching with only Farm. They're going to launch Farm as the only playable survival mode map, and then they're going to drip feed that every season. So you eventually, after each season, you'll get the other ones. You'll get, of course, you're going to get Power Station and Diner, and you'll probably get Town. I mean, just bring Town back on the first season, because that's all people really liked from the survival mode. And somehow the only interesting thing that the zombies mode for Black Ops 7 is going to get is that's probably going to be Dead Ops Arcade 4. Apparently it's being described as like such a massive upgrade from the previous versions that it may as well be considered its own separate game, which, I'm very surprised they're not slapping another $25 price tag on that and then charging people for it as another separate game. I thought you guys liked your money, Activision. May as well do that. I'm giving you free ideas. And apparently they're talking about how there's going to be all sorts of other stuff and other mechanics coming into the game. Apparently there's going to be like the armor system from Black Ops 6, which I really didn't like and I'm not a fan of. The weapon rarity system returns, which is a fine addition to me. Gobblegums, which of course Gobblegums are going to be in there. Omni movement will be in there, and then the attack sprint is going to be removed, which is more just an overall gameplay change. Treyarch says that there's going to be a significant, change under the hood gameplay-wise, which they can't really talk about, which I'm sure they're going to be talking about this week. And of course, I believe they said that every map's going to have a CGI intro. Both the new crew and the Requiem crew will be playable as operators. God, I hate those operators, man. And according to them, they're all going to be very interactable with each other through their voice lines. We'll see about that. And Gobblegums and XP tokens are carrying over from Black Ops 6, which we already knew. And then everything from the original Aether story and the Ultimus and Primus story is apparently still canon. And then the crew is the Dark Aether Origins crew. And apparently, we don't know what they're going to do with that at this point, because who knows? They haven't been around for quite a while. The big thing for me is that there's apparently no rebuildable barriers, right? I noticed that in the Black Ops 6 zombies. The zombies just kind of crawl out of fucking holes everywhere and out of sewer holes and windows. And it's like, I want to be able to rebuild the walls, because it's like you need to have this big open world thing. What would be the point of these barriers on the windows? It's the whole fucking part of the original game. You're moving away from this, like every mechanic, you just keep stripping it off like little pieces of steak. And it's like you're cutting off all the gristle, and in fact, you're actually cutting off the fucking, prime rib. You're getting rid of the filet mignon, man. And of course, they're going to try to keep you, engaged as much as possible with this by drip feeding you all the content. And the main thing is that they're going to be drip feeding you 4 Yeah, count it, 4 mastery camos for Black Ops 7 Zombies. And of course, there's going to be 4 mastery camos for the campaign, which I'm probably going to have an entire video for that, because that is going to look like complete ass. That's going to be so trash. And it's just the fact that they have to put in all this extra fluff. It's just more and more crap over and over again, and they just can't come up with, like, it's like, oh, well, these are all our original ideas. It's like, no, you're just pulling in little bits and pieces from all the other Call of Duties, but you're doing it in the worst way possible. It just makes me so confused why they're doing it. They're pulling in all the worst stuff for their possible campaign, making an open world thing. The multiplayers got triple wall jumping and grapple hooks or whatever the hell is going to go on in there. I mean, we're going to see in the beta for that game, guys. When the beta comes out for Black Ops 7, it'll ultimately decide whether or not the game's going to be good. But if you're a fan of the zombies thing, I think this year is going to be just mixed. The entire situation is going to be a mixed feeling, and I have no idea how people are going to feel about it. Anyway, that's all I got for today, guys. I am curious on what you guys think about this whole Black Ops 7 Zombies thing. Are you guys actually excited for this? Do you think this open world wonder vehicle driving simulator is going to be any fun? Or, you know, are you on the same boat as everyone else and kind of just waiting to see what it actually is? Are you mixed about it? Are you positive? Because the discourse online about it, you really can't tell. Make sure to leave a like on the video and go ahead and subscribe if you're new. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year. And yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. Bye.